my Jackie Chan move.
You had it going. You had it going.
It wasn't real. But okay. You get the idea, people. It's Convo time. Watch out. This is the show where we talk about everything and anything that has to do with young adults. I say young adults, but today we're going to be talking girls, women, fashion. Not fashion, but there is this saying, dress how you want to be addressed. How do we want to be addressed as young ladies? I'm asking this question because I would like Oluti to stand up, please.
Demonstrate.
Demonstrate for us. Can the camera see your t-shirt there? Just move your hair a little bit. Now, this got me. Just rock it, girl. Work it. This got me thinking. Be a nice topic to discuss of how this young lady, I'm assuming, she's got your face, but we'll cut that out. She's got the body and everything, and that's a nice pair of shorts, and I think it's a jacket, but she's wearing it as a top. It's a nice outfit.
Yes, work it, work it.
How appropriate is that for a young lady to wear out anywhere? You can sit down now. I just wanted everybody to see. Yay! You should. We'll get your job in modeling. Like,
plus size model.
What do we think of that outfit? I like the fact that you wore this top. It's like you knew what we were going to talk about today.
You were ready. You were ready.
She was prepared.
What is that? What does that strike? What strikes you when you see that? On anybody, not just on her top.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think
her top is like
something her alter ego.
Affairs, stomach, working it, the tattoo and all.
It looks like you, baby girl.
No, I don't agree.
I was trying to make you feel better, but okay. Okay, so what's the first thing you think if you see somebody dressed like that?
I think it depends on where and when.
Okay, so if you're wearing the top, what do you think?
I'm just thinking, oh, she's got a nice flat stomach. That's what I'm thinking about.
If you see her on the streets, you think, oh, cool, she's got a nice flat stomach. Not, oh, but I can see half her boobs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just saying what I'm
this
thinking.
though, so.
Huh?
You won't see me wearing this.
Not you, clearly. I know you're a decent girl. Yeah. Okay, I realize what I just said. I realize what I just said. But there is a question. I'll turn it into a question.
Okay.
Does that mean whoever dresses like that isn't a decent girl?
Do you think that it means? What do you think?
Like you said, it depends on where you are. But I'm asking, if you see this girl in the middle of the street and she's walking with her girls or whatever, and she's obviously, I'm thinking she's gonna stand out if she's dressed like that.
Her girls dressed up like that as well.
Maybe not. Don't fall.
Don't ruin the set, Loretta.
I'll try. I think I'm swinging a lot. But if all her girls are dressed the same way, like, what do you think of, let's say, the collective, or even just her?
First of all,
I really want to get that. Like, what are you thinking of this girl? She's dressing shorts, jacket, no bra. Her jacket is her top.
Daylight.
She's saying she's going shopping for clothes, and she's wearing that. Or maybe she's not shopping for clothes.
Going shopping for clothes.
Maybe she's not going shopping for clothes, or maybe that's what she decided to wear as what she shopped for. I want to know what's striking. What's the first thing you think? First thing you think. Go.
First of all, if the weather is cold, are you crazy?
What are you wearing?
You should be covered up if the weather is cold.
Okay, so if the weather is hot,
this is for me. This is just too much.
Yeah,
it's too much. Why would you go out like this?
I also feel like you wouldn't see this in
everyday life. Why would you go out like
realistic?
Point of correction, I have.
Go away.
I have.
Are you serious?
Oh yes. Where? Because this is how.
Where?
I've been on holidays to hot countries. This is why I'm asking if it's hot. And when people go to Spain, Tenerife, Ibiza, them hot little islands, the girls dress like this.
Okay.
On the beach?
Not necessarily.
I was thinking like everyday Ireland, because we're in Ireland, like standard
Cold.
everyday. Yeah, cold. I was
Windy,
like, this is not
rainy.
realistic.
No.
I haven't seen it in Ireland, but I have seen close enough.
Close enough.
But Not that extreme, because like she ain't wearing a bra. I keep looking. Okay, we need to stop looking at this stuff.
Yeah, literally, I really like your top.
Let's just talk general. Let's just talk generally. So we have the image in our head. We know what her top looks like. Let's not stare at her chest anymore. It's a bit awkward now. But
it's still a really nice top, though.
It is. It is. I like the colors on it. It's meshing together. But we've seen. Okay, so we've got girls walking around with this.
But I think you have to like take into consideration like the culture of the place as well. Like you were saying on holidays, I personally wouldn't really think of it as anything, because that's kind of the culture of the area, and everybody's kind of walking around like that for the most part. So it's not like striking. It wouldn't like stand out as much to me. I don't know about anybody else, but if like that's what everybody dresses like in that area, especially because it's warm and it's near beaches and stuff.
Okay,
it does.
I have a story. And go ahead. Actually, I'll say.
But like, if you're coming from, let's say, like an Islamic background, and you were to go on holiday in somewhere like that, and you see this, you would think different.
You would, but you would know what to expect going into that culture. It's the same way, like a person who's from that place, if they're going on holidays to an Islamic country, they would know to cover up. Do you know that kind of way? Because you're thinking of the context of the culture of the place.
But still, you would still be shocked, like seeing it.
Seeing
someone dressed up like that,
Yeah, because you're not used to it. But then I would just assume that you've done your research before you go there. Like, you would know what to expect. That you wouldn't expect them to be all covered up and wearing stuff that you would in your home country.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a story. We're talking about, I've given an example of girls on holidays. Now, this is in Ireland. I'm not naming names or anything, but this is what I've seen.
Names.
I'm not naming names. If I actually don't even remember her name if I wanted to. This was a few years ago, and I went to a barbecue with a few of my friends. I know this girl.
Yeah.
We're not friends, but I know her to see. And all eyes were on this girl when she walked in. She's not the host, but this is how she was dressed. And I'm guessing she wanted that attention. She came in with hot pants, white hot pants, and her top. Now, before I tell you what her top is, the size of her boobs, I'm going to say, she couldn't have been anything less than a double D. Nothing less than a double D.
Double D.
Her top was a thick belt.
What? Wait. Oh, repeat.
What?
Repeat.
Her top was a thick belt.
Are you actually joking?
No, I'm not joking.
That's actually bad.
All eyes went on her.
She was seeking the attention.
She was definitely seeking the attention, for sure.
I'm pretty sure she was, because she was very ecstatic
sure.
when everybody was like, oh my goodness, what are you wearing?
Jeez.
But it wasn't, for me, it wasn't a massive shocker. That was her extreme. But that was how she naturally dressed, as in hot pants, tank tops, boob tubes, stuff like that. That was her.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't see anything wrong with it. But clearly, is there something, she didn't say clearly, is there something wrong with it? When you go to a barbecue, this is a family barbecue, by the way. It wasn't like just us teens or us young adults or anything. There were families. Mm-hmm. And she felt it appropriate to still dress like that, knowing fully well that there are families at this barbecue.
First of all, is she black?
Yes.
Did she leave the house like that? Did her mother see her leave the house?
I don't know if her mother was home. I don't know but she left her house like that. And came into, even if her mother wasn't, she came into a room or a garden full of adults.
Oh, jeez, no.
No.
So her mother may not have seen her, but the rest of the adults have seen her. So, yes, she left her house like that.
She's not painting a good picture for herself.
Why?
Because of the way she dressed. Like you said, the way you dress is the way you be addressed.
So if you had seen her that day, what's the first thing that would come to your head?
Are you crazy? What are you wearing? Like,
what are you thinking? You got your eyes rolling there.
Yeah, I'm like thinking to myself, because I'm very liberal in like anything that's like outward of displaying like the type of personality that you have. I'm like, do you, whatever, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But in that situation, I think you just have to have respect for the people around, especially when there's children involved and parents of the children involved. You just have to show a bit of respect.
So I have to say people left, by the way.
Yeah,
Because
like,
of her.
as liberal as I am with, like, with whatever it is that you are wearing that expresses who you are as a person, I feel like everybody should just do whatever they want and be okay, but, like, I feel like there's certain places that you have to show respect. It's not like you have to, like, tame your personality or your character, but you have to show respect for the people around you, and in that kind of situation, she should have known better.
But I'm not for or against or anything. I just want to know your opinions on this.
Yeah.
If she deemed it okay to dress like that, she knew she was coming. It was an invitation given by different people. We are having a barbecue. It is a family barbecue. She knew she was going to see kids there. She knew she was going to meet adults there. So she clearly knew what she was going for and what she was dressing for. She still saw it okay to dress like that. Do you not think she wasn't really thinking of whether it was respectful or not? Rather, she was just thinking of, sure, it's a summer barbecue.
I just guess she didn't care.
Yeah.
She really
So
didn't
how do you go about saying what someone feels is respectable to wear to somewhere? Is it not a personal opinion?
Yeah, when it comes down to it, it is a personal opinion, I guess. But I don't know, I feel like just there's a kind of a little meter in everybody's mind that, and I know I'm all opposed to society, but it is like leveled by society, and how much off or how much above or below like the average you want to go on that meter is up to you. But I feel like there's a point where you know it's starting to get into the red and it's beyond just being respectful to other people around you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially when there's kids around, you should know for yourself, no matter how you want to dress. That's like kids can't get into clubs. Like, you have to be 18 to get into a club.
Clubs,
and you can wear whatever you want, I don't care. But then when you know there's children around,
it's a family barbecue.
like, have respect. That's kind of the meter.
There lies my next question. If she had worn that outfit to a club, would it still have been appropriate?
To be honest, I don't care. She can wear whatever she can't go naked.
Okay,
maybe not naked.
It's up to her. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how little I care. Like, she can wear whatever she wants. She's in the environment for it. I really don't care what anybody else wears in their environment, as long as they're not imposing on me how I should dress. Like, do you? And I'll respect you as a mature adult. I would assume that you are to dress whatever way you're dressing to wherever it is you're going.
Okay, but if she had entered a club dressed like that, so we've established that it wasn't appropriate for her to wear that kind of outfit to a family barbecue. If she had gone into a club like that, you're saying you don't really care. What do you think other people would be thinking? So that's you're saying not a problem. What do you assume other people would be thinking with her dressed like that? We know people are not going to be happy about her dressing like that to a barbecue. They weren't. I can tell you that they were not.
I can imagine.
But in a club, what would you? I know what I would be thinking, but I want to know what you're thinking first. What you think other people would be thinking. Really? Let's start with other girls.
Other girls. Really, honestly, I try to not even presume what other people are thinking. Just with anything, really, I'm just like, whatever. I know what I think, but I don't think I can answer that question.
Okay, what do you think other people are thinking? Or what do you think? What would you think if you were in a club?
I think I would stare, just be like, wow, she's bold. Like, I wouldn't dress like that, but just seeing someone like that, I'd be, can we say the word? Yeah. I think she's a whole. I'm sorry to say. Okay. If she was dressed
quite
with
a
belt.
promiscuous lady.
Yeah, promiscuous lady.
Politically correct. Promiscuous lady.
Like, if you described her as, wearing that. I don't know how you would dress to a club setting, but that's a bit. I don't know.
That's too much.
Yeah. For me, it's too much.
You think it's too much too?
I think it's too much, and then she'll be seen as a promiscuous lady or person. You know, that kind of way.
That's from a female point of view.
Yeah.
What do you think guys would be thinking?
Oh, they'll be loving it, I guess.
She's hot.
They will, like, damn girl, who's that kind of thing.
All guys would be thinking that?
Well, most guys.
I would assume. Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay.
That some guys would take on the same perception that the women would have as well. So some guys would be thinking she's a promiscuous lady also. And some guys might want to take advantage of that and be like, oh well.
So she's dressed in a certain way, and because of that, she's being taken advantage of. Is that appropriate? Is her dressing okay? Is her the fact that she's being taken advantage of okay because of the fact that she's dressed that way? There's my question.
First of all, I think it's not okay, you know, for you to take advantage, but that's the reality of it. Mm-hmm. You know, some guys will take advantage. So it's...
Sorry to cut you off. To hit the nail on the head, my main question is she asking for it?
Oh, that's your question.
That's my question. Is she asking for it with the way she's dressed? So the guys have thought, I'm going to take advantage of that. Is she asking for that advantage to be taken?
I'm sure she didn't go out to say, oh, I want this to be happen to me, or I want the guy to take advantage of me. She was dressing because that's the way she wants to dress, or that's the way she feels like she wants to dress. But at the same time, when you dress like that, you can't really expect a guy to respect you when you're dressed in a tube top or bump shorts or whatever. You can't really expect the guy to respect you and not take advantage. Although I'm not saying it's okay for a guy to do that, but
it's not.
Can I tell you why I'm so excited about my story? I'm not completely like I knew this girl well enough because my friends went to school with her and we all went to school beside each other. She was an A student.
I was actually gonna touch on something like that, but go on.
She was an A student. As far as everybody knew, this girl got straight A's in school, and when it came to doing final exams, she got one of the highest scores in her class.
Wow.
She ended up in one of the top colleges in Ireland and moved to the UK. And she's doing pretty well for herself at the moment. But I have this impression of her in my mind from that day, which I can't get rid of. This happened about 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago.
I still remember.
This was from, I think, our third year of college or second year of college or something. That's when this happened. So in that session, nobody would have thought this is a straight A student, as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't have thought this is a straight A student.
I agree. I would never have thought.
But she's a straight A student. So she is not being addressed the way she should be because of the way she's dressed.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. I'm liking this discussion and I'm really excited about the person I've used as an example. I hope she's not upset. I don't think she's going to know who she is because she doesn't really know me that well anyway, so it's okay. But when we get back, I'd like to discuss what the people that are thinking of this girl, how their mindset was working when they were having all these thoughts. Is it okay to address somebody simply because of the way they're dressed in that manner? If you understand what I'm saying. I'll explain better when we get back. See you in a bit.
well, there's a time and place for everything. Like if you're going to church, you wouldn't wear something like this, you know, boob shorts and you know,
something thought provoking.
Something like this probably be what you wear at the beach because everyone else is dressed like that. But say you're going to a dinner party or whatever, you would wear like a dress,
a ball gown,
something like that.
A ball gown to a dinner party?
Or even
sorry, I was thinking like a ball. Sorry.
No, your dinner parties, I need to
be there. If I'm gonna be dressed up in a ball gown. Honestly.
Probably to a dance.
Are we having that dinner party anytime soon?
Ball gowns? It's coming.
Let us know.
Give me a reason to shuffle.
But I get what you mean.
Wear a dress to a dinner party or whatever. You know, wear your shorts and your boob top to the beach and not, you know, on a daily basis, like, you know, that kind of way. But, you know, there's a place and there's a time. Type of dress.
Different places, different, you know, outfits.
It comes down to like what's appropriate for what, really, doesn't it?
So, is that to assume, I want to take it into the corporate world.
Okay.
So when ladies dress, females specifically, when they dress professionally, there's a standard for how you're supposed to dress when you're in the corporate world. Now, when females are in offices, I'm going to be specific with skirts. What is the length of the skirt that is supposed to be appropriate when you're in work?
As far as you're not showing your bum.
So I can go up to here.
No, your bum will definitely show when it's that.
Not my bum, it's not that big. Don't let me get up.
We were actually talking about like
don't let me get up.
Champagne glass, like Kim Kardashian
stuff. Okay, so depending on the size of your bum, how short should your skirt be?
It shouldn't be short.
It should be professional. You should dress professional. You know, you're there to work.
Depending on the style, it can be that length.
Yeah, I think it depends. Like, I'm the only one wearing. Okay, let's go. Right. Okay. So I feel like this. Okay, when I'm standing straight, where is it?
It's
For
just
work,
above your
I
knee.
feel like
Above your knee, yeah.
something. I think this length, or maybe even just like an inch longer.
Would you wear
would be
this? Would you wear
appropriate.
this to work? Like, if you had a dress this length that was an officey kind of, would you wear that to work?
I think I would. Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, if you're comfortable in it, then you would. But some other people might not be comfortable in wearing something like that.
Yeah.
So it's
like I
again,
know
it's
I
all
like
about
to wear a lot of
comfort.
skirts
Yeah.
and dresses.
That's me.
and
I'm in a
stuff.
jeans today, so that doesn't really make sense. But I like my skirts.
Yeah, I know you do.
Trousers.
Because like in corporate places, they give you like a basic standard. You know,
Yeah.
there's a general standard that everybody knows.
I actually found that for females, especially when it comes to office, like when you're in an actual office and you're like a secretary or something. For males, they say you need to wear a suit and have a tie and a nice shirt and stuff. For females, they say dress professionally.
They don't really have.
There's no specifics.
Yeah.
So
there's different styles for women. You can
There
wear
is.
whatever
Exactly.
to make it professional.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm asking. Like, what is deemed as when we're talking about women? A woman can go to work and feel she's professional enough and she's not showing anything, and then another woman or even a man could say you look promiscuous because the skirt is a certain length, and they feel it's too short. It's not long enough. It needs to cover the knee or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she's comfortable. She's okay.
Well, then if she's okay, then she's okay.
Yeah. I feel like this is like all HR, like HR. I mean, come on, like she's like overstepping the bound.
That's
HR. We're like, let's have a chat, you know. But it's not up to Dave from the.
Why are you looking?
Dave from accounting says my shirt is too short.
Yeah, Dave from accounting could go back to accounting and go do his accounts. Like,
Fix
you
your
know,
board.
yeah.
I feel like if someone was telling me my skirt is too short, I'd ask them, what exactly can you see that is saying it's too short? Like, explain to me why it's too short.
Too short would be over here, like.
If you could see my thigh,
Yeah, like
I
no,
would
that's
question.
too short.
Yeah.
That is too short.
I would question and say, okay, there's a group of people sitting in front of me. You're telling me my skirt is too short. What is it that is too short? First and foremost, what are you looking at?
Exactly.
You tell him.
What are you looking at?
How did your eye get?
How did your eye get that I knew it's too short?
Yes.
Second of all, explain why it's too
Yeah,
short.
it's too short.
If it's sitting here, and even as I'm sitting down, so if I'm sitting down and I'm talking to them and my skirt is here, that means when I stand up it should be touching my knee.
So I remember reading a story about a lady who had afro hair, and in her place of work they told her that was inappropriate.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
Yes, I heard this.
what do you do with that
It's
situation?
inappropriate to have afro hair.
Yeah, I think
This
it
is
was.
something you can't change.
I think it was
It's
the fact that
ridiculous.
her hair was always kind of just like out, like not tied up necessarily.
Yeah.
So it was just like out, and they said like her hair was inappropriate. Do you know what I mean? And although it's not exactly something that you wear, but the way you style your hair pretty much is something that you wear.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
It does make
phrased that right or if it made sense, but yeah, the way that you style your hair, whatever. But like your hair grows naturally.
Yeah.
Like that
Like
from
that.
the roots. So in that kind of situation, like, what do you tell this lady? See, it's
You may not be
difficult
able
work
to.
around.
She may not be able to straighten her hair the same way.
Yeah, a Caucasian lady would.
Exactly, because if it's an afro and it's natural, I can get like I've seen people with natural hair, and if you try to straighten that thing, the chances are the straightener will break. Because it's just not going to get straight.
Oh, yeah.
And even if she straightens it in the morning, the chances are by afternoon it's frizzy again. It's just the way her hair is, and that's just your natural looking hair.
Yeah.
So what's she supposed to do? Because they said, "Oh, sorry, your hair is distracting." Now go and relax hair that's been natural all her life because of one job. It goes back to if they're saying the skirt is too short, stick to the job and just do what they want or protest. So if they're saying her hair
with
is
a
afro,
skirt, you can change it. You can't really do much with your hair.
she, like I said, she could relax it if she wants, but then that's going down the road. Does she want
why
to
would you-
change her hair?
No.
Yeah, I feel like
wouldn't want
relaxing
to.
it is even like
No,
extreme.
yeah.
Like it's another level.
She could do weave. I'm thinking like there are options for her, but if I were her, I would protest because I don't want to have those options.
Yeah.
This is me. That's the point. That's meant to be her.
Doesn't matter how a person perceives you if you know what the reality of the matter is.
That's deep.
Question.
Just saying.
Does it matter how a person perceives you if you are actually okay with the way you perceive yourself? Can you answer that question on Twitter for us, actually? Tweet us, convo_time, and answer it on Facebook too. Just leave your comments, whatever you think, and we'll see what people think. I actually want to know what other people think. Does it matter? Join us again next time. Convo time.